Guys, welcome back, guys. Welcome to the Forex Feast channel. And as you guys know, we have made it our mission to prepare the regular average Joe trader with the knowledge and the skills necessary to go into these Forex markets and feast in profits. I am your humble, gracious, and grateful host, Sunday Okigwe, at your service. Now listen, guys, from time to time I have to remind you all that I am not a financial advisor, especially on a day like this. It's important that I put out that reminder. I am not a professional trader, okay? I am just a guy with some opinions on the market. But as you all know, trading Forex is some risky business. I mean, you can lose your shirt along with your entire nyash if you do not know what you're doing. So I implore you, ladies and gentlemen, I implore you, please walk light, okay? Walk light in these markets. All right, now having said that, we're going to jump right into update number 2 for day 7. And as you can see here, if you're following the cursor, you know that my stop loss got hit. Now, from where we left off on update 1, day 7, I had entered 2 sell positions somewhere around this area right here, towards the tail end of this wick right here, this bearish wick, which was the absolute worst place to enter the trade, by the way. And if you go back, the card for that video should be popping up somewhere at the top right hand corner of the screen any moment now. But if you click and go back to that video, for those of you all that haven't seen that video, if you click and go back, you will see that my rationale behind why I made that decision. I made that decision breaking my rules, okay? And I even state in the video that I broke my rules, because had I had just waited for the next subsequent candle to form, guess what would have happened? I would have seen right away that the wrong move to make would have been to put a sell position right there. I would have seen right away that that was the wrong position to go in on. It would have been so apparent, because as you see, right after this candle formed, the next candle that formed was a bearish candle, and that bearish candle has been continuing. It is now in the resistance area, or in the resistance zone, and it looks like it's even getting ready to break out of that resistance zone. Okay, now here's what I think will happen. I think that is going to break out of the resistance zone and then kind of break back into it, because it looks like what's been happening so far, at least up until this midweek point in the market, price has just been ranging between 2 new levels, and this is also mentioned in the last video. So guys, if you haven't seen the last video, just go ahead and click off, watch the last video, and then watch this video. This is pretty much a continuation of that video, okay? But it looks like, just like I showed in the trading view, I'm gonna draw that same line here so it's clear here as well. It looks like there's a new channel that's getting ready to form. That's what it looks like, okay? So I am drawing this new trend line here to kind of illustrate that channel that's forming. You see, right here is where price broke structure. Okay, price broke structure right here to the downside, and then it went down and it tested this support area that's right here, of course making this even more legitimate. Okay, I mean, if you weren't sure that this was a support level, if you weren't sure if this was a key level, you're pretty sure now. I mean, this is definitely a strong and a key support level. Okay, so price came down, it tested this, and what I was saying at the time, I think this was the day 6 video, okay, the day 6 recap, or whatever you want to call it. All those videos are on the channel. You can go back and check them out. Okay, in that day 6 video, what I was saying was that I was looking for price to kind of hover around here, and then perhaps you know, start heading down to test another key level, which was further down here. Okay, of course that didn't happen. The other scenario happened. Okay, and that other scenario was that price was going to form a new channel, a new trend, okay, heading towards the upside to test this resistance area right here, which is what seems to have been happening so far. Okay, as a matter of fact, price is doing that as we speak. Price is back up here testing the resistance area. Now, to get to the numbers, okay, as you can see here on the left bottom corner of the screen, I should say, the left bottom corner of the screen shows that the balance has reduced significantly. It has reduced by $1,000. Okay, and even that is a break from the trading rules. Okay, I'm going to put up a video here sometime in the future, kind of explaining what my trading rules are. Okay, but I broke at least two of them, and it's good that I'm doing this because, like I said in the earlier videos, I'm trying to hold myself accountable. So I'm not going to be one of these Forex traders that only shows the good side of trading Forex. I'm going to show the side that's bad as well. I'm going to show the human side. I'm going to show when I make mistakes. Okay, you all are literally going to see me as I'm trading. You're going to kind of see what I'm thinking, because I'm going to be thinking out loud, doing my analysis. Excuse me, doing my analysis as I trade, and showing you guys my thinking process and how I step through, making a decision about whether to go in on a sell or go in on a buy of the GBP AUD pair. Like I said in earlier videos, that is the pair that I'm focusing on. It's my favorite pair to trade, okay, in the Forex market. But anyway, I digress. Going back to this balance right here, this is a little over $1,000. This is 1,074 that I lost in just that one trade that I got in on, accidentally. Well, not accidentally. I got in on in the wrong spot. Okay, and I broke my rules on. Okay, so this is a lesson that I'll take away from this, and I am posting this video so that you all out there can also take the lesson. Never ever deviate from your rules. Okay, don't do it, no matter what. No matter what, do not deviate from your rules. And you see, at that point right there, I deviated from my rules. I went in. Instead of waiting for the second candle to form, I didn't wait for that second candle to form. I got in right here. Okay, and my thinking was, oh well, it's reached the top of the resistance area, and now it's moving downwards. Okay, as represented by this candle right here. So the second candle was forming when I entered the trade, and in my mind I'm thinking, okay, well, do I have to wait for this candle to close? Okay, I wasn't being patient. Okay, which is another mistake I made. You have to be patient when you're trading the Forex market. Okay, and I wasn't patient. Okay, so I was thinking to myself, well, do I have to wait for this candle to form and close? I mean, it's clear that it's going to close below resistance, which is what eventually happened. It did close below resistance, but that's not the end of it though, right? Once it closes below resistance, the next candle, the subsequent candle as I like to call it, also has to close below. Okay, and that will be your confirmation candle that will now tell you, okay, you know what, yeah, this is a good move. Yes, I can go in with this sell position. But you see, because I was being impatient and I didn't wait for that next candle to form, it cost me $1,000.74. It cost me 1,074. Sorry, a $1,074 loss, which is, um, it's not a whole lot of money, but it is, if you understand what I'm saying. As far as this account is concerned, it is a whole lot of money. Okay, in the grand scheme of things, as far as my net worth, it's it's beans, it's small. But as far as this account is concerned, as far as what we're trying to do, that is a significant loss. Okay, so we're going to have to bounce back from this, and we will. Okay, but I just wanted to post this on here to show people what happens when you do not stick to your plan and you're not strict with sticking to your plan. You know, things happen, okay? Now, did the loss have to be as much as 1,074? It didn't have to be that much, okay? Again, the reason why I say it, I broke away from the rules was because when price was at 10% of my total balance, I was supposed to check out of the trade. That's also another one of my rules. Okay? Whenever I'm in a trade, if I'm in drawdown and drawdown represents 10% or more than 10% of the total balance in my account, I'm supposed to check out of the trade. It follows that whole logic, that whole concept of cutting your losses very quickly. Cut your losses quickly and let your profits run. Okay? That whole concept right there. Okay? Which, I didn't do that. Okay? There was one point where I was, negative 200 and draw down. I was at negative 300 and draw down at one point. Negative 400 and draw down at one point. All those points I had the opportunity to get out of the trade because I sort of knew by the time it got up to like negative 400 that, yeah, it was the wrong decision. Okay, it was the wrong decision. Price was going against me. I could have checked out there. Okay, and I would have 8,600 in my account as opposed to 8,000. But I didn't, and I let price go all the way and hit my stop loss. Okay, and that's why we're at the current balance that we're at. Okay, so like I said before, I'm going to do another video, sometime in the future, going over my whole trade rules, the whole trade rule set, and the reason why I picked the rules that I picked. But more important than picking the rules, again, guys, is making sure that you stick by those rules. Okay? All right, so that's going to do it for me today. I'm going to take a break. That's it for me, as far as trading. I can go in and jump into another position, but unless price does what I expect it to do, which is come back down, okay, because now it's going upwards, okay, it's going into an area where I'm not really sure about. Okay, we can say that yes, this is the resistance area, okay, but there's this whole gap right here and this zone right here. Okay, so if price begins to reverse from this area right here and start to head down, I might get in on a sell. I might. Um, but as far as I'm concerned, when it starts heading in the upwards direction, um, that to me is more of an unknown than the support area. The support area has pretty much established itself. Excuse me. The support area has pretty much established itself. Okay, we're looking at this area right here as the main support level, and then we're looking at what appears to be a trend line that's also being respected. Okay, so if price comes down to, like, say this area right here and it starts to reject, I might get in on a buy going towards the upside again. Okay, but when price is already on the upward move, and I don't know where it's headed, I'm not going to get into a trade. Okay, the only thing I'm actually sure about, excuse me, rather, the only thing that I'm actually sure about is that price, once it goes down, can go to one of two places. It can go here and start rejecting, or it can come all the way down here. Okay, but as far as resistance, we're not really sure where price might go. Okay, we know price has been rejecting up here, but we've seen price reject as high as up here, and we've seen price reject and wick up here. Okay, so that's like three different, resistance areas, as opposed to your two solid support areas that you see right here, which is one here being a key support level, and two possibly being the trend line. Okay, so I'm going to go with the more sure, I guess, the more sure thing. Okay, um, so for now, I'm going to stay away from the market. Okay, because I don't want this to get any worse. Okay, so likely the next time I trade, is going to be the next day, which will be day 8, which would officially be pre-London or London session. Okay. And that's going to do it for me as far as this video is concerned. Listen, guys, if you support the video and you support this content, um, do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so whenever I open and drop these videos, you can get the notifications. Okay. And guys, as always, I want to wish you all a profitable and bullish week of trading. Until the next time. All right, take care, guys.